Tonight at 5, there are a lot of questions about why it took days for someone to discover a man who died in a tanning bed at a Planet Fitness here in central Indiana.
So the man's family reported him missing Friday, but their answers about what happened didn't come until Monday. Our Anna Chalker went back to the gym on the south side, where it appears to be business as usual.
We have seen a couple dozen people come in and out of this Planet Fitness on Tuesday, just one day after a man was found dead inside of a tanning bed.
Nobody ever thinks you're going to go to a gym on a Monday morning and, potentially be in the same building as a dead body.
Elizabeth Lynn says her Monday morning workout started like any other day until she noticed a foul smell.
And I was kind of like sniffing, trying not to look crazy, but I was like, something smells really awful here.
That smell coming from one of the tanning bedrooms, where 39-year-old Derek Sink was found dead.
The first thing that kind of went off in my head was, lack of attention from the staff members at Planet Fitness, which is pretty disappointing because maybe it could have been prevented.
Sink's family tells 13 News he went into a tanning bed at the gym on Friday, but wasn't found until Monday morning. They say he struggled with drugs, and a needle was found in the room with him.
At the Planet Fitness, male unconscious in the tanning room. He is not breathing.
His aunt says they reported him missing Friday, and he was wearing an ankle monitor, which helped police find him. During the 3 days Sink was considered missing, the gym remained open.
And the tanning bed has a door, I believe, but still, why are we not concerned that the door has been closed for 3 days in a row, potentially?
I asked that question to the Planet Fitness staff Tuesday, and when I went inside, I was told no comment. A spokesperson from the corporation tells me they are working with the local franchisee to ensure they are upholding the brand's protocols. And I've also asked what is their policy for checking the tanning rooms, but have not received a response. In Indianapolis, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
And Anna also spoke with the Marion County Health Department and Better Business Bureau, and both told her while they have been made aware of this situation, they have not launched their own investigations.
Tonight, the Marion County coroner is identifying a man who was killed in an apartment complex on the near northwest side of Indy. 63-year-old Antonio Trotter Sr. died in that shooting inside an apartment on Saturday afternoon. It happened on West Michigan near Holt. Metro Police have not yet shared any possible information about a suspect in this case.
It has now been a little more than 24 hours since a jury convicted Richard Allen of the Delphi murders.
And tonight, Richard Allen is back in the county jail in Cass County. The jury yesterday around 2:30 found him guilty on all 4 counts of murdering 2 teens, Abby Williams and Libby German, in 2017. Now he waits to learn his sentencing come December 20th. Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel was in the courtroom for that sentencing, and nearly every single day of this trial that took nearly a month.
Yes, he takes us back to Delphi, where he says the town is cleaning up and recovering from a month-long trial.
Today, it's all about trying to get things back to a sense of normal. Around the courthouse, all the barriers and barricades that were set up for security, all of those are coming down. Inside, things are much different too. For the first time in more than a month, visitors can simply walk inside the courthouse with no security presence of any kind. Even the metal detectors are not in use, which is how things were before the trial. And the county's security director says there's a sense that today is about moving forward.
Everybody's just glad that things are starting to kind of go back to normal. The employees are pretty relieved that, the courthouse doesn't seem like it's overwhelmed. So just basically going back to normal.
Around downtown, still many signs of what's just happened. Signs in support of Abby and Libby and what this town has been through. But the tension and anxiety that's been so palpable and present here for months is now gone, following a trial that shifted the eyes of the world here to this small Indiana town. In Delphi, Bob Siegel, 13 News.
All right, Bob, thanks so much. And if you would like to tune in and see our complete coverage of the verdict and of the entire trial, you can go to our website right now.
Our code that you see on your screen, it'll take you to WTHR.com/Delphi.
Also, it's 5:04, and we do have breaking news that we want to show you some pictures now. This to the south in Louisville tonight at 5.
Louisville's mayor says at least 11 employees are in the hospital after an explosion at a factory. The factory is known for producing the caramel color in soft drinks. It happened in the city's Clifton neighborhood around 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Louisville emergency workers say the explosion involved hazardous materials. That's why we see such a large response there on the scene. No confirmation right now what chemicals may be involved, what may or may not have been released into the air or the ground there. Also, right now, there is a shelter-in-place order. This affects people and businesses that are within 1 mile of this factory, so that is a wide scope. We are monitoring the situation developing right now in an explosion in Louisville. Felicia?
And happening tomorrow, a man accused of raping and murdering a woman more than 30 years ago will make his first appearance in Marion County Court. Dana Shepard was recently transferred to the jail in Indianapolis. Police arrested him in Missouri back in August after a DNA sample linked him to the case. He's accused of killing 19-year-old Carmen Huss in 1993 in her apartment on the north side of Indy. One of her co-workers at a local Pizza Hut called her father when she did not show up for work. Her father then went to her apartment where he found his daughter dead. The coroner found that she had been stabbed 61 times. And tonight, Indiana State Police detectives are investigating the death of an inmate at the Madison County Jail. State Police tell us jail staffers found Jacob Little unresponsive in his cell this past weekend. Investigators also tell us he was alone in the cell at the time and there is no evidence of foul play. An ISP spokesperson says he was being held in the jail on unrelated charges.
Kind of gloomy this morning, but it did clear up this afternoon. Angela joins us now. It's 5:06. No matter what it looks like, it feels a lot colder today.
Yes, this is the first time I brought a coat, like a real coat.
Needed
not a jacket, but a coat.
Right.
If you were inside most of the day, don't worry, you missed the clouds because we're ending the day with beautiful clear skies. You can see that from our camera over downtown and all across the area. But you said it, we're cool. Most of us only in the 40s, so if you're headed out to walk the dog this evening or just get some fresh air, you will need that coat. We're in the middle and upper 40s right now under those clear skies. Currently 47 degrees in Carmel, Connorsville, and Crawfordsville. We have 48 Bunker Hill and 46 in Tipton. We will stay in the 40s over the next several hours. When you join us tonight at 11, I expect to be in the upper 30s and low 40s for a good part of central Indiana. It's going to be coat weather again tomorrow. I'd throw the umbrella in as well. Temperatures in the upper 30s at 8 a.m. We will climb with increasing clouds into the 40s by midday, eventually into the middle and upper 50s. But by this time tomorrow, rain will be moving in, perhaps as early as when the kids head home from school. This is Future Track 13 tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. You can see we're in the clear. Here comes the increase of cloud cover. We're still dry through midday. It'll be mid to late afternoon that the rain arrives. I'm going to slow this down, walk you through your Wednesday, and let you know where that heavy rain is going to fall in a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Angela.
And tonight, Greenwood police are investigating how one 13-year-old boy allegedly shot another 13-year-old inside a home over the weekend.
The Johnson County coroner, or the prosecutor rather, tells our Rich Nye that he's still deciding what charges should be filed against the suspected shooter in this case.
Police say they were called to this home on Crescent Drive just south of Greenwood High School on Sunday morning about 1 a.m. The police knocked on the door and woke up the parents, and they all found a 13-year-old boy inside the house suffering from a gunshot wound. Police say their investigation discovered that 5 other juveniles were at the house during the shooting, while the parents were apparently asleep. Police believe the group was playing with a gun when one 13-year-old boy allegedly pointed the gun at another 13-year-old and fired a shot.
Right after the shooting, everyone but the boy who was shot allegedly took off. 20 minutes later, police say the alleged shooter called 911, reporting an attempted suicide.
The victim was in critical condition, and police have not said if he survived. The suspected shooter is being held at the Johnson County Juvenile Detention Center, while the prosecutor makes a charging decision. I talked to the prosecutor about this case tonight at 6. In Greenwood, Rich Nye, 13 News.
Thank you, Rich. Well, tonight we're learning speed may have played a part in a crash that killed a Tri-West high school student.
That's one of the updates from the Hendricks County Sheriff's Office tonight. 16-year-old Morgan Henderson of Pittsboro died in the crash Monday morning.
Sheriff's deputies tell 13 News that she went off the road for an unknown reason and then hit a pickup truck that was parked in a driveway. And the Shelby County Sheriff's Office now revealing what led to a crash that killed a 6-year-old little boy.
James Hodges was in an SUV with his grandmother Saturday night when they stopped to turn onto a road. That's when investigators say another car crashed into them.
The impact of the crash then caused their SUV to spin across the road. That's where another car was hit as well. Several people were hurt and hospitalized following these collisions.
And tonight, thousands of people in the Lawrence, Oakland area have power again after an outage this morning. So we saw crews working in the area of East 79th Street and Sunnyside Road around 9:30 this morning. An AES spokesperson tells us about 10,000 customers lost power when a transformer burned through some primary lines.